Morning everybody, the Vaped Crusader here again with another review of electronic cigarettes. Today we're looking at the Volt. Here it is from America. First of all, I'll just briefly show you the packaging. That's the box the PCC comes in. It's all very nicely done. There's a good user manual in there which explains everything in very good and straightforward English. And here's the pack, all the other stuff comes in, the battery and so on. And again, the packaging is nice, and there's some nice bright branding in there. Might be a trifle sudden for some tastes, but there we are, it's very well done. And here's a pack of some of the cartomizers as well that has been kindly supplied to me. So, this is going to be a very brief review. I'm sure you don't want to sit here for 5 minutes watching somebody else vape cigarettes. So I'll just get straight onto it. The Volt charging case, as I say, I've got here, got that nice backlit LED there. And you can just press this button and toggle through. Now, on one setting it shows you how charged the PCC is, and on the other it shows you how charged the battery is that's inside the PCC. So I'm just going to take the battery out now. It's just a matter of unscrewing it from the dock, and I'll put on one of the Volt cartomizers. This is Cappuccino, 6 milligrams. So there it is. It's a very nice smooth vape with a nice throat stroke. It's certainly true that the lower the milligram rating you've got on the nicotine, the milder the throat hit is. This is 6 milligrams. So there's not a big throat hit there, but then again you wouldn't really expect it from a 6 milligram cartomizer. But it's a very nice smooth vape. I just want to move on to a couple of negative things I've found about the Volt. The first thing is, with the charging case here, it's just happened again, this connector keeps coming out. It's not really very solidly sort of in there, so it came out several times whilst I was charging it, and it's a bit of a nuisance. Also, the charging case itself is very smart. You've got a couple of room for a couple of cartomizers in there, and that all looks very good. Round the back though, I don't really like this. It looks a bit sort of cheap and nasty, and I would have thought that would have been fairly sort of straightforward to cover that up a bit. But that's really all I can say negative about the Volt, the vape itself. Sometimes you have to take a kind of priming drag on it to get it going a bit. But that's quite common with a lot of e-cigarettes. And indeed, quite a lot of people do that just with normal cigarettes anyway. It's a sort of simple plug and play device. You just plug your cartomizer in, and also, of course, you can put e-liquid in. This is done by taking the top here, take the top off like so, and just get that rubber bung out of the end there, and then inside you'll see what is familiar to most of us now, the central shaft where you draw the air, and around the outside of that is the this kind of gauzy, spongy stuff that soaks up the e-liquid. So you just kind of hold it like that and drop the e-liquid in here, making sure not to get it down the central shaft, otherwise you'll get some in your mouth, and that's not very pleasant. And you just soak this gauze stuff with your e-liquid, and away you go. It's also, the battery is automatic, so you just drawer on it. You don't have to press any buttons or anything like that. And again, it's coated, as many of them are these days, with this really nice kind of rubbery, silky stuff, so it feels nice in your hand. It's also nicely sort of branded up with the Volt stuff all over the place. And this is produced in America by Smokeless Image. It's all at a very reasonable price, and fully competitive with all the UK products as well. So all in all, it's a good product. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it. I do find the USB thing a bit of a nuisance, but as long as you keep an eye on it and don't muck about with it too much, that should be fine. Volt have been a very good company, or Smokeless Image I should say, have been a very good company to deal with, responding to all my requests very quickly. I would give this product overall an 8 out of 10 rating, and the company as well an 8 out of 10 rating. Thank you.